Hello, my queen bosses and my kings out there. It has been a couple of weeks since I have had the opportunity to go live and talk with you all and share some information with you all. The last podcast, we talked about the fourth quarter of 2019. If you were going to fumble or touchdown. If you missed that podcast, please go back and listen to it. Before we get started, as always, I have to give myself and you all a round of applause for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to me talk about the things that I love the most. Okay, so I actually was supposed to be live about an hour ago, but technical difficulties started happening. You know how things just go crazy when you're trying to be productive and do what's right. So I'm here and that's all that matters. So I'm not going to be on here very long. I just wanted to get on here quickly and discuss some information with you that I have been researching and using myself and sharing with the world on my social media and getting a lot of questions in my inbox and my DM. Last podcast, I told myself that the next podcast would be about, drum roll, CBD. So what is CBD? What do you know about CBD? That is the topic of tonight's podcast. Why are we talking about CBD? We are talking about CBD for several reasons, okay? The first reason that we're talking about CBD is because it is a life changer. I absolutely am in love with CBD, and the experience that I have has been amazing. I am actually doing a whole bunch of research on CBD as we speak right now to compile some information for you all who are still unfamiliar with CBD and the benefits of it. So, as always, I have to educate you all. So I'm going to spend a few moments educating you all, and then I'm going to give you some resources that you can actually use yourself. So what is CBD? So CBD is short for cannabidiol. Cannabidiol. So say it slow. Say it with me. Cannabidiol. That's what CBD stands for. CBD comes from, the CBD that I have used comes from the hemp plant that is non-psychoactive, so it does not get you high. It is not THC. They are not the same thing. They both do come from the hemp plant, but they both do different things, right? So the CBD basically is what I like to call the good properties, and not to say that THC is bad or there's anything wrong with THC, because to each his own. I am a THC advocate as well. But it's not the same experience as THC. You, again, do not get high. It doesn't have a strong effect on the cognitive brain activity. And it is actually legal in all 50 states without a prescription. That's the CBD that comes from hemp. Now, keep in mind that there are a lot of different THCs out there. So you have to be careful where you get your CBD from. I recommend that you get your CBD from a dispensary. I also have CBD products that have passed the certificate of analyst. My products are the good products. You want to make sure that the CBD products that you are consuming have passed the certificate of analyst. The distributor has paperwork that can prove that, because you do not want to put something in your body that's not 100% CBD, or it contains a little bit of THC and then something happens that jeopardizes your employment. So be very mindful of that. Now, CBD has been around, guys, for a very, very long time. It dates all the way back to 2737 BCE. That is like decades and decades and decades ago, right? And the first use of CBD was actually in a tea form. Cannabis-infused tea. Isn't that interesting? Because I love tea, and the product that I consume that has CBD is actually a tea form. Right? Interesting. So back when CBD was first discovered, it wasn't a lot of people who were consuming it or a lot of information on the product. So there was little research and little knowledge, just like right now. So it kind of died down when it was first discovered back in 2737. And then it kind of popped back up again, like around the 1800s. A physician rediscovered the plant, started doing research on it. And he kind of started to understand what CBD was, what properties it contained, how it affected the body. And then around 1964, a doctor, Raphael Michelom, revealed that which molecules in cannabis were responsible for causing the high. So he was pretty much able to identify the CBD and the THC difference, right? And that's when more products start to come on the market, like gummies and oils and things like that. Now, the interesting thing is, because people didn't have a lot of information or knowledge on CBD, in 1970, it was actually considered illegal. And that is due to the misconceptions during the 1970s when President Nixon declared a war on drugs. So because of that, the hemp plant that CBD comes from was classified in the bad batch of drugs. Like I said, there was little research at the time, so no one really knew what it did. So that's kind of how cannabis and THC, I guess, kind of got its bad reputation. Although, like I mentioned earlier, THC does cause a high, so it will definitely alter your mood or your emotions, depending on what type of THC it is, and you do not receive that effect with CBD. Okay, so enough of the history of CBD, right? Because it's important to know where these things come from, how they arrived, and like the properties. Now, that's the facts about CBD. The other interesting thing is that the human body has a system called the endocannabinoid system. The endocannabinoid system, and I want you to Google it, endocannabinoid. The endocannabinoid system is the largest system in the body. And the reason why is because it controls the brain, and it also controls the organs. Now, for the brain, it controls motor activity, pain perception, stress response, and memory. And it also controls the immune system, the muscular system, and the cardiovascular system. So the endocannabinoid system has two receptors, a CB1 and a CB2. So the CB1 receptors are what control the brain, the pain, the memory, the stress, anxiety, etc. The CB2 receptors are what controls the organs, and that's the immune system, the muscular system, and the cardiovascular system. Every human body has an endocannabinoid system, and you have these receptors in your body. Right? Following along? Okay. So what does this system do? This system is basically to maintain homeostasis in your body. Well, what is homeostasis? Basically, homeostasis is biological harmony in response to the changes in the environment, your life, etc. Basically, right? When your body is in a state of homeostasis, this is when you are at your best. You feel better, you look better, you're happier, you are in harmony, you are in peace, you are just great. Like all of your parts are working together as they should be, and you want your body to be in a state of homeostasis at all times. What CBD does is when CBD gets in your body, it talks to the CB1 and the CB2 receptor, and it wakes up the endocannabinoid system and puts your body in a state of homeostasis by talking to those receptors that are not producing the endocannabinoids, the ones that are low, which cause you to be in disharmony, the ones that cause you to be stressed out, the ones that make you have anxiety, the ones that cause acne, insomnia, depression, pain, whatever ailments, memory loss, IBS, all of those things, right? All of those things happen when your body is not in a state of homeostasis. And this happens when your endocannabinoid system is off. The way that you get your endocannabinoid system back on track is by consuming CBD. Because CBD wakes up the receptors in your body that causes these great, happy feelings and emotions of harmony and peace and sleep. Amazing, right? So everyone should want to feel in harmony so you can perform at your best. You can be the best individual all around, the best human all around. You can be more attentive, you can be more focused, you can remember more, all those great things, right? Now, in addition to balancing your endocannabinoid system, CBD is also great for so many things, guys. It's just crazy. It is good for stress, as I mentioned earlier. It is great for, I'm actually trying to multitask, guys, so bear with me just a moment here while I pull up all these amazing benefits, because it's too many to actually remember, and I want to get the facts for you. Okay, so I talked about stress, I talked about depression, I talked about anxiety. CBD also helps with migraines, sleep disorders, sickle cell anemia, multiple sclerosis, lupus, people that have been infertile and have been trying to get pregnant. It has been known to help with pregnancy, osteoporosis, cancer, asthma, rheumatism, nausea, kidney disease, Crohn's disease, inflammation, heart disease, glaucoma, multiple sclerosis, acne, ADD, ADHD, general well-being, and what else, guys? Like I'm going to say confidence, because when you're happy and you're in a state of harmony, you're basically just confident about life and everything that's going on around you. You're happy and life is great. I definitely advise anyone who is curious or uneducated about CBD to Google CBD. Google the endocannabinoid system. This is a system that is in every living human being. It is the largest system in the body. It basically controls your entire body, your organs, like I mentioned earlier. Educate yourself. Again, don't listen to me. Listen to me, but don't just take my word for it, right? I would like for you to do your own research so that you understand how CBD can help you and how important it is that we consume CBD and that our body is in a state of homeostasis, so that we are in harmony and that we are in peace and that we are in alignment with our highest possible self. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about, CBD. The next thing that I want to talk about concerning CBD is the CBD detox and the CBD products that are on the market. Oils, creams, water, facial spray, gummies, popsicles, popcorn, vapes, pre-rolls. There's so many to name. Beer. Oh my goodness, beer. Anheuser-Busch, I believe it is. Or either Budweiser, or are they the same? Either way, they are going to launch a beer that contains CBD sometime next year. So it's basically about to be everywhere. So if you are not familiar with it, if you have not seen it yet, trust me, it is definitely coming your way very, very, very soon. Very soon. So enough of that. Back to the CBD products. So the CBD detox tea that I'm sure that most of you who follow me on social media at Shamar L have seen on my page is the product that I have been consuming on a regular basis. And let me tell you how amazing this tea is. First of all, I am naturally a tea drinker, right? So I drink tea, herbal tea every day. Prior to even knowing about the CBD, I drink green tea, I drink dandy tea, I drink raspberry tea, I drink tea for stress. I drink all kind of herbal teas. Like, I can't even name them all. Like, my cabinet is just tea heaven. Was tea heaven, because they're starting to like lessen now. Anyways, back to my point. So I naturally drink tea, and I decided that I wanted to detox my body because sometimes I don't always eat the best that I should. Now I'm back on track. I did a detox. I wanted to clean my body out, get rid of all the toxins, all the waste, all the bad stuff that had been putting in there, so that I could live a fully committed vegan and plant-based lifestyle. If you are vegan or plant-based, there's really not a need for you to do a detox, because you should be consuming a lot of fruits and vegetables that naturally detox you. But it's still good to detox anyway, because outside there are toxins that you take in whenever you walk outside and you breathe in the air. So for someone that doesn't is not plant-based or vegan, it's a little bit more common for you to do a detox at least once or twice a year. And I did a detox a couple of years ago that was for 30 days, and I didn't want to do something as intense this time. So again, since I naturally drink tea, I found out about the CBD detox tea. During my experience, I actually did juicing, because I was doing a 180 degree detox to reset and start fresh. During my detox, I lost 11 pounds, 11 or 12. The scale was 1 pound difference when I checked it within seconds of one another. So we're just going to say 11 pounds. It's okay. In addition to detoxing, I also consumed a liquid vitamin. It is very important for you to nourish your body with the proper nutrients and vitamins that you need when you are detoxing. If you do a detox and you're not replacing the nutrients and vitamins, then it's basically like a waste of your time. So you're detoxing, you go eat bad, and you don't replace the minerals that you're losing from the detox. So you're not putting any good stuff back in your body, which could cause you to feel nauseous or tired or drained. I naturally am anemic, have been that way for years. I found myself being a little bit more tired than normal around the end of August, right before I started my detox. So in addition to the CBD detox tea, I also consumed NutriBurst, which is a liquid multivitamin. I don't have all the facts in front of me, guys, but listen, if you follow me on Instagram, just click the link on my bio. The NutriBurst is basically all of the nutrients and vitamins that your body needs. It's kind of like equivalent to eating 13 salads a day. I found myself being very tired during my workouts, like actually yawning, and I knew that was not normal. So I consumed the tea and the liquid vitamin together. My energy level straight through the roof, like no joke. The first time that I consumed it, I could not sit down. My brain was on go and I had to accomplish my task. Like, okay, what do I do next? What do I do next? With the tea, I actually slept better. My brain is always on 1,000 miles, and I'm sure a lot of you who are listening can relate, especially if you are a creative. You are always thinking of something new, right? So my brain was always on go. It just never shut down. The first couple of nights I consumed the tea, I was much more relaxed. I felt at ease. I felt so mellow and chill, and I slept amazing. The next day, when I did my workout, I was energized. I was like ready to go. I was pumped, let me tell you. So my main goal wasn't just to lose weight. Like I said, I wanted to get the toxins out of me. And keep in mind, like if you've never done a detox at all, if you don't go to the bathroom on a regular basis, that means that there are just toxins and waste just sitting in your intestine that really need to come out. So detoxing is very important. At least once or twice a year, I suggest that you detox your body to get that extra stuff out. And it's not even that you're bloated or that you've gained weight. It's just the extra waste sitting there that needs to come out. And I am telling you, you will see a big improvement in your areas that you feel have gained weight. I took pictures after 30 days. Actually, I took pictures after 7 days, but 7, and then I did like a look back on 30 days. My stomach was so big and so bloated. You can go on my Instagram page and see my pictures. I was actually obese. I am small frame, but I was obese. And looking back, like my waistline is starting to come through. Not starting, but it has come through. Got a little pack coming through, you know what I mean? So the tea also has lemon extract in it, which lemon becomes alkaline in your body when you consume lemon, and that helps burn additional fat. So that is trimming up your waistline, like those areas up there and the top of your stomach, etc. But yeah, so I am just really amazed with the results. I am amazed with the benefits of CBD in general. So if you're not interested in losing weight, listen, I totally get it. I wasn't interested in losing weight either. I didn't even want to lose any more weight after 7 days because I didn't want to be too small. But again, if you suffer from insomnia, migraines, pain, depression, IBS, cancer, arthritis, etc., a lot, right? Then CBD is for you. In addition, every human needs CBD because we have the endocannabinoid system. That CBD helps the body stay in a state of homeostasis, which is in balance and harmony. And if you don't want to be in balance and in harmony, then I just don't know what to say. So definitely CBD is beneficial to everyone. CBD comes in all forms if you do not drink tea. There is also oil that you can use. There's also cream that you can use for any muscle aches or pains that you might have in your joints, on your temples. If you have red bottoms and they hurt your feet, get you some cream Alleviate and put it on your heels, the bottom of your feet, so that you can walk in harmony. Your drops are going to be harmony. They're going to keep you in harmony because you're going to be in homeostasis and you're going to be just so happy. So that is all that I wanted to tell you about CBD and the benefits of CBD. The last thing that I'm going to touch on just very briefly, because I'm going to go because I've talked longer than I wanted to, is the market of CBD and the money that it's going to generate. It is projected to be about a $40 billion industry within the next 4 years. People are going to make at least 700% return on their money. If you are not a consumer of CBD, then it is definitely something that you might want to look into investing in. Jim Jones was on the Breakfast Club a couple of weeks ago, and he actually compared it to real estate. It's going to be like a hot market for real estate. I can't guarantee that the trend is going to last forever and it's always going to be hot, but I say get it while it's hot and get it while you can, and get in while you can, and get in with a reputable company. Get in with a company that has an established track record and a great reputation. So do your research. And last but not least, the great thing about the CBD tea is that you are going to sleep well. And guess what? It's going to give you the best, absolutely best bathroom experience that you have had in a very, very long time. Very long time. And last thing, right now, my coach has a $20,000 challenge to anyone that consumes the CBD and the NutriBurst products consistently, and you have documented results. The biggest transformation is going to win $5,000 every 30 days until the end of the year. Anybody without a transformation, proven transformation, you win $500. So it's a win-win. So help me help you. Let's get started. Let's get healthy. Health is wealth. We're going into 2020, and it is important that we stay healthy. Follow me on Instagram at Shamara L for everything about CBD and fashion and life and positivity. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Queen Boss Podcast on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iPhone Podcast, Spreaker. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Follow us on Instagram, Queen Boss Network, and Vegan is the New Green for all vegan and plant-based meal ideas that are easy, simple, and delicious to make. Thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. I will be back with another episode in a couple of weeks. Okay, take care. Bye.